Theo was a bright-eyed, curly-haired boy who went to Sunny Pines Elementary, the friendliest school in the whole neighborhood. Theo had a very special talent. He could make friends with absolutely anyone. In one single week, he had declared 17 different classmates his best friend. By Friday afternoon, he had friendship bracelets on both arms all the way up to his elbows, and his backpack was stuffed with homemade friendship cards from every direction. Theo beamed with pride. He was, without a doubt, the most popular boy in the entire second grade. Theo kept a special notebook with a bright yellow cover where he wrote down every single best friend's name in his neatest handwriting. The list was 2 pages long, front and back, with little star stickers next to each name. There was Maya from the reading corner, and Jalen from the soccer field, and Priya, who always shared her crayons, and Leo, who told the funniest jokes. Theo loved every single person on his list. At least, he thought he did. The truth was, with so many best friends to keep track of, he sometimes forgot whose name was even on the list. The trouble with having 17 best friends, Theo was beginning to discover, was that they all wanted to do things at the same time. On Saturday morning, Maya called to go to the park, Jalen texted about soccer practice, Priya wanted to do an art project, and Leo needed a partner for his Lego build. Theo tried to be everywhere at once, rushing from one friend's house to another like a spinning top, never staying long enough to actually have any fun. By lunchtime, he had disappointed 6 different people and hadn't truly enjoyed a single moment with any of them. Things got even more complicated when Theo's birthday arrived. His mom asked him for a guest list, and Theo proudly handed over his 2-page best friend notebook. His mom's eyes went wide. "Theo," she said carefully, "we can't fit 34 people in our living room." Theo frowned and stared at his list, trying to figure out who to cut, but every time he put someone in the maybe not pile, he felt terribly guilty. He ended up inviting everyone anyway, which meant no games, no room to sit, and a birthday cake so small that each slice was roughly the size of a postage stamp .77. One rainy Tuesday, Theo came to school with a wobbly lip and sad eyes. His pet goldfish, Captain Bubbles, had gone to the big fish bowl in the sky that morning. Theo sat at his desk and waited for his best friends to notice. Maya was busy with her book. Jalen was drawing rockets. Priya was sorting her colored pencils by shade. Leo was telling jokes to someone else. Nobody noticed Theo's wobbly lip at all. He had 17 best friends, and not a single one of them could tell that he was sad, because not a single one of them knew him well enough to notice. Then, very quietly, someone slid into the empty seat beside Theo. It was a boy named Sam, plain, quiet Sam who sat near the back of the class and almost never raised his hand. Sam didn't say anything right away. He just pulled a slightly crumpled piece of paper out of his pocket and began to fold it, slowly and carefully, into the shape of a little fish. When he was done, he put it on Theo's desk and said, very softly, "I heard about Captain Bubbles." "I'm sorry." Theo looked at the paper fish. He looked at Sam, and something strange and warm bloomed right in the middle of his chest. The following week, everything fell apart at once. Maya told Theo she was tired of sharing him. Jalen said Theo never showed up when it mattered. Priya gave back her friendship bracelet. And Leo said, with unusual seriousness, "You can't be everyone's best friend, Theo. It doesn't work like that." One by one, they walked away, not in anger exactly, but in that quiet, tired way that hurt far more. Theo sat alone on the playground bench, his 2 arms full of bracelets and his 2-page notebook in his lap, staring at all those names, and feeling, for the very first time, completely and totally alone. Theo was staring at the ground when he heard footsteps. Sam sat down beside him on the bench, not too close, not too far, just right. He didn't ask what happened. He didn't offer advice. He just opened his lunchbox, took out 2 oatmeal cookies, and held one out to Theo without a word. Theo took it. They sat together, eating their cookies and watching the other kids play, saying absolutely nothing for a long, comfortable time. It was the most peaceful Theo had felt in weeks. "Sam," he said finally, "how come you always know what to do?" Sam shrugged. "I just pay attention. That's what friends do." That night, Theo sat at his desk with his yellow notebook open in front of him. He looked at the 2 long pages of names, each with their little star stickers, and he thought very carefully about Sam's words. "I just pay attention." Slowly, thoughtfully, Theo picked up a fresh piece of paper and wrote something new. Not a list this time, but a question. What does it actually mean to be a best friend? He thought about the paper fish. He thought about the oatmeal cookie. He thought about sitting in comfortable silence. He closed his notebook gently and realized something important. He had been so busy collecting friends that he had forgotten to actually be one. The next morning, Theo walked into school and did something he had never done before. He slowed down. Instead of rushing around declaring everyone his best friend, he simply paid attention. He noticed that Maya looked nervous before her book report and whispered, "You've got this." He noticed that Jalen had forgotten his lunch money and quietly shared half his sandwich. He noticed that Priya's favorite purple crayon was broken and swapped it for his own. And he saved a seat for Sam, just because. That afternoon, Theo opened his yellow notebook to a fresh, empty page. At the top he wrote, in his very best handwriting, "Real friends." And underneath, just 4 names. It was, without any doubt, the best list he had ever made. Moral of the story: 100 almost friends can never replace one real one. True friendship means paying attention.